Good afternoon. My name is Kevin Jabor, and I'm joined by my peers Daniel Rauji and Kenan Nagshabandi. We form Group D, Gender and Sacrifice. We'll be looking at these aspects in the videos from Tangled and The Little Mermaid.
The metaphorical and literal sacrifices in The Little Mermaid are that Ariel wants to become human, but the only way to do that is to give up her voice. Ursula says that men do not like women that have a voice and speak. She says that Ariel will have good looks and body language, and that's all men want.
The men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. Yet on land it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word.
This shows society's view of that men do not like to interact with women, they just use them as sex objects. Also in Little Mermaid, Ariel is sacrificing steering her family for a man. This shows explicitly to what extent society expects a woman to give up for a man. The fact that she is giving up her voice for a man also suggests how minor a woman's speech is to a man and how having one isn't a necessity because men only view them to be attending to them or pleasing them with their body language.
Another well-known Disney movie that includes a sacrifice is the movie Tangled. In the climax of the movie Tangled, Rapunzel sacrifices her entire future life to simply save Flynn's life, as she promises to Mother Gothel that she will agree to go away with her forever and never to be found in return for saving Flynn's life.
But if you let me save him, I will go with you.
This example shows Rapunzel's willingness to give up her own life for the man she loves.
This reflects society's expectations because when Ursula says that women do not need a voice, this shows that society expects women to be a man's sex object and that they do not need anything but looks.
Yes, indeed.
Women are not expected to have a good personality, but just to only look good. This also shows that women are expected to make the sacrifices for a man. They have to focus on the man and their new life and adapt to his life. Most of the time, women have to change their last name, which shows how they have to change for the man and forget their past.
In Tangled, Rapunzel's sacrifice highlights society's expectations in that women are obligated, obliged, and expected to make sacrifices for men. This reveals how women typically risk and sacrifice their happiness for men even when men do not necessarily want them to, as such is showcased in the Tangled video provided.
Never try to escape. Just let me heal him, and you and I will be together. Forever, just like you want.
Flynn does not want her to make this big sacrifice for him, but Rapunzel apparently values his life over her own, thus making her choice. This is seen that generally in today's society, women are expected to value a man's life and his happiness over their own.
On to the next question, in which is beauty significant here and why? Firstly, The Little Mermaid. Yes, beauty is significant here, as Ursula is singing about how she helps people who are miserable, lonely, and depressed, emphasizing this when she states that there is a skinny boy and a fat woman.
On behalf of the miserable, lonely, and depressed.
You'll have your looks, your pretty face. And don't underestimate the importance of body language.
This suggests that people who are not muscular are miserable, lonely, and depressed. Ursula then makes the boy muscular and the girl skinny, which then makes them happy. This is trying to show that if one does not have the perfect body, they are worthless and everyone needs to have the perfect body in order to be happy. She then also claims that they are poor, unfortunate souls. Another example is when Ursula asks for Ariel's voice. Ariel doesn't know if she wants to give that away, but then Ursula states, "You will have your looks, your pretty face, and don't underestimate the importance of body language." By doing so, this shows that women do not need to speak or even have a decent personality. All they need is to look good. Ursula mentions how men do not like it when women speak, which suggests that women are just objects for the man. In Tangled, beauty is quite significant here, but indirectly, as Mother Gothel utilizes Rapunzel's hair to stay young and beautiful. Mother Gothel keeps Rapunzel locked away, hidden, growing her hair infinitely, for the sole reason that she needs her hair to be able to stay looking young and somewhat beautiful. This emphasizes how much beauty is looked upon in society, highlighting that there is a high beauty standard for women as Mother Gothel goes to extreme lengths to maintain her looks. By doing so, this places women in a position under pressure, where they should feel embarrassed and ashamed for not maintaining their attractiveness, even when at an elderly age, where it becomes more and more increasingly more and more increasingly difficult to do so. After Flynn cuts Rapunzel's hair off, Mother Gothel is ultimately exposed and disintegrates as she falls from the castle. By doing this, the author has sent out a message to the viewers that looks are essentially everything, and without them, there's almost no point because they are the sole thing that men value in women.
After Ariel sacrifices her voice to become human, what is left of her is her looks, body, and body language. She also has sacrificed her family,
I'll never be with my father or sisters again.
as now she cannot be with her family because if she is human, she cannot breathe underwater. Ariel only can use her body to communicate with the man she loves. She also has no personality and no opinion. She is just an object for the man to use.
After Rapunzel offered her sacrifice to Mother Gothel in Tangled, she ends up saving Flynn's life, but losing the only thing that makes her special, making her regular and unwanted by Mother Gothel, even though the audience has assumed that she has passed away, leaving Rap. The characters then use the fact that Rapunzel is no longer targeted by Mother Gothel to live normal happy lives together. This shows that after a woman has made her sacrifice to the man appreciates and acknowledges it, and almost sees it as a sign of loyalty. Then does he start to accept the woman's place in accordance. The characters then use the fact that Rapunzel is no longer targeted by Mother Gothel to live normal happy lives together. This shows that after a woman has made her sacrifice to the man appreciates and acknowledges it, and almost sees it as a sign of loyalty. Then does he start to accept the woman's place in accordance.